As summer begins its transition into autumn, one of the sectors of Vermont's economy that's being closely watched for signs of stability is the retail sector. Along with the hospitality industry, such as restaurants and lodging establishments, shop owners are a vital piece of the tourism trade that annually shovels about $2.5 billion into the state's economy each year, and tourism as a whole industry employs more than 32,000 Vermonters. After manufacturing, tourism represents the largest contribution of out-of-state money into the state's economy, according to the Vermont State Chamber of Commerce. Store owners have had to navigate the rules on face masks and social distancing in their shops, as well as an unpredictable summer season that's now on the eve of its busiest time of the year, fall foliage. State officials estimate tourism spending is off about 40% from last year, with many surprised that that number wasn't larger. More locally, in Manchester, sales and use tax revenue, which helps power a major share of the town's budget, declined only slightly, down about $15,000 in the second quarter of this year, the period from April to June, compared to that of 2019, dropping from more than $183,000 to slightly under $169,000. So we stopped by and talked with a few local business owners to get their sense of how it was going so far. Most were optimistic the worst was past and looking ahead with cautious optimism. We first stopped at the Mountain Goat, an outdoor recreation supply store, and spoke with co-owner Ann Hauser.
Well, our wonderful news is that there's a lot of people enjoying the outdoors this summer, and the Mountain Goat is an outdoor shop, so we're happy that nice combination of events is happening. We are maintaining our space in the shop and really limiting visitors, so depending on how busy it gets, that can be a little awkward, but we will be able to do that and continue to make our business, success. So, and certainly there's so many people looking to get out and play with their families and their new equipment and shoes and, proper gear, etc., is something we can help them with. So we're not unhappy with our business opportunities right now, even though we are a little cautious with the numbers of people that we're going to let in the shop. And, we keep our perimeter here, managed so that we all feel safe.
Then we crossed Main Street to chat with Chris Stannard of the specialty food shop Fortunas.
It's been a challenge, but it's been different, but we've become more versatile. We're able to do curbside pickup, where we are allowing customers to come in the store at a minimal rate. And luckily for us too, we have mail order that has really been helping us through this pandemic. So it has been a great summer so far. We're very lucky. The traffic in town itself has been great, and we're looking forward to continuing that right through the rest of the summer here. Different world, but we want to make sure we all mask up and stay safe.
And folks have been pretty good about obeying the masks and social distancing and everything.
They really have. We only allow about 5 people in the store at a time, and people they'll wait respectfully outside until it's their turn to come in, until somebody else leaves. And people wear masks, 99% of the time it seems. I've had a couple folks that didn't want to, but with the town making the mandate that they made too, and now the state of Vermont, it's kind of helped us be able to enforce that a little bit easier, especially with the signage around the town here. It's really made our jobs to help enforce this very nice, and we've just added extra sanitizing steps throughout the daily routines that we have. And unfortunately, no samples, but hopefully eventually we'll get back to that at some point. But it's been a learning curve, but I feel we've done well.
Then it was down Depot Street, where we stopped at the Helmholtz Fine Art Gallery and talked to gallery owner Lisa Helmholtz Adams.
Well, like everyone, we are all very much taking everything very carefully, especially with this pandemic. Nobody has been through this, so as a gallery owner, I'm also taking it very carefully. I've been open a couple of days, just on the weekends, and just really trying to do my part and also be able to come with the artists and let them enjoy what we're doing, because the art is very important in order to get away and experience something different than what we've been dealing with, because so many arts have had to close, which is so sad. And I just having lived here for the past 30 plus years, I've never been through anything like this, and yet I've been representing artists for 25 years. So This is definitely something new and different, and I just, even with the show coming up this coming week, I'm only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I really feel that this is how I have to do it, keeping the rules in place, only 25 maximum at a time. And I think, I'm so proud of Vermont. We've done so amazing with staying at the baseline and doing our part. And I think if we all kind of do our part and keep the social distancing, wear our mask, wear the mask and keep that on, that we can get through this. And in the meantime, we're all doing our best, and I think that's all we can do.
Then it was over to Manchester Hot Glass, where we heard from owner Andrew Weil.
It's touch and go. I think everything's fluid, and we're taking it week to week here. How's it going? I lit back up. I guess I shut my furnace off in March and lit back up 3 weeks ago, so we're now, in August? I lit back up because I had a few lighting jobs, and with being open, blowing glass, we've had some customers, and it's interesting. I'm not letting everybody in, and I've got to be selective, and we're making people call first, and we don't want people just coming in to watch us working, because I don't want to be in my studio with the fans running and sucking your breathing into me, so we're a little paranoid. What's my outlook for the future? I always fancied myself a realist. I'm hoping for the best and expecting the worst, and we'll see what happens.
So how was, a big part of your business was people coming in and you giving them lessons on blowing glass and stuff. Has that been affected at all by?
Well, it's been affected tremendously. I did start offering classes again, but again, I'm vetting people, and we've come up with a solution to keep things really clean. We're sterilizing the pipes, and then I've got finger cots that I'm putting on the pipes, and so I hand the clients a finger cot and they put it on and cut the tip a little bit so they can blow into it, so only their mouth is going on it, and then they remove it and throw it away. But I'm selective. I'm not just letting people walk in and do that. I'm vetting people and making sure that they've been wearing masks and staying away from people that are like, we've been out having a good time and partying. Now I don't even want you in my shop. It's how I've handled it.
For the bigger countywide picture, we touched base with Matt Harrington, the Executive Director of the Southwestern Vermont Regional Chamber of Commerce, which covers all of Bennington County.
We're all kind of watching with bated breath to see how the tourism industry either happens or doesn't this fall. And I think there's probably some fear and uncertainty that if it happens at all, it's going to be severely less than what we've experienced in the past. So I think the word that I keep coming back to with retailers or any of our business members is anxious and really not knowing. We're probably far away from any real return to normalcy, and our retailers are experiencing some of that, not severely as other industries like lodging, but restaurants and retail have really had to transform and do more online ordering and pickup, and I think our communities are responding. I think they're ordering more locally, which is great. We've heard that local sales have been up, but I think there's still some fear that won't offset the fact that there won't be as many travelers this summer and fall. What we do know is, and this statistic is better than I've seen in the past 5 years that I've been with the Chamber, but when we did our State of the Commerce survey this summer, it looks like 63% of our retailers have online presence. You can go to their website and you can purchase a product, and that product can either be picked up at the store or shipped to you. And that's about 63% of our membership, which in a rural community is better than I've seen in the past. When asked, did they start the online experience because of COVID? Not as big of a response. About 17% said yes, I've started an online commerce store because of COVID, which again, we'll take anything at this time. So I'm proud of those members that saw what was happening and made a pivot to online. What we do know, and what I think this chamber and others have to focus on, is that e-commerce, which we kind of already know is here to stay. It is only growing, but COVID has kind of hijacked that timeline. So if you were a small rural storefront in Vermont, you might have had a couple more years to catch up. You don't anymore. And so we need to find ways as a chamber, as a community, as retailers, as a state, to assist those storefronts that will have to hop online or probably no longer exist. That's just.
With travel restrictions still in place and limiting where people can come from to visit Vermont, along with all the other uncertainties that involve the COVID-19 pandemic, it will be a different foliage season than any in recent memory. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.